Hello children, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will teach compound interest using formula. In the last video, I have completed compound interest without using formula, and this is using formula. Okay, it is better. This chapter is better than the previous chapter because you will be using formula and you can get the answers faster. Okay, this is part 1, chapter number 3, class 9, ICC. Okay. So let us start. Already you know the concept of compound interest, so I don't need to explain the concepts. Just I need to derive the formula. Okay. Suppose principal is P, rate is R% per annum. Time is n years. Okay. So let us go for the formula. For first year, interest is equal to P into R into 1 by 100. That means PR by 100. So amount at the end of first year is equal to P plus PR by 100. Okay. So P whole into 1 plus R by 100. Okay. So amount at the end of first year is equal to P whole into 1 plus R by 100. Now let us move to second year. Now principal, second year principal. Okay. Second year principal is this one. Amount at the end of first year. So P whole into 1 plus R by 100. So let us find I2, interest of the second year. So PRT by 100. What is the principal? This P whole into 1 plus R by 100 is the principal for the second year. Rate is same, time is 1 year by 100. Okay. So amount will be principal plus interest. Principal is this P whole into 1 plus R by 100. This is the principal. Okay. What is the interest? This way form. PR 1 plus R by 100 by 100. Okay. We can take common P 1 plus R by 100 and 1 plus R by 100. P whole 1 plus R by 100 common. Remaining will be from this 1. P whole we have taken. P whole 1 plus R by 100 we have taken. So remaining is 1. And from here we have taken P and 1 plus R by 100. So remaining will be R by 100. Okay. So which is equal to P whole 1 plus R by 100 into 1 plus R by 100 means it is in the form of x into x, which is x square. So 1 plus R by 100 whole power 2. Okay. So see, A1 is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power 1. Okay. A2 is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power 2. Similarly, A3 will be P into 1 plus R by 100 power 3. Okay. 2, 2, 3, 3. A4 will be P into 1 plus R by 100 power 4. In this way it will continue. Okay. So this is the formula. Okay. So from this we can understand that the formula should be A is equal to, okay, this formula you have to write, okay, for n years, P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Okay, so this is the formula for amount, P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. Then we can have formula for compound interest. Okay, CI is equal to A minus P, amount minus principal. Okay, what is amount? This is the amount. So P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus P. Okay, you can take P common. So 1 plus R by 100 power n, P is common, minus 1. So the formula for compound interest, directly you can calculate compound interest using this formula, P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus 1. But I will advise you not to use this formula. This is sufficient. Okay, this one formula is sufficient for this chapter. Okay, so I am erasing this one because I am not going to use this one. Okay, so remember this, if there is a fixed principal, rate is also fixed, time is also fixed, then this is the formula. But suppose there can be one more case, principal is fixed, time is fixed, but rate of interest is variable, changing every year. Suppose first year 10%, second year 12%, third year 15%, like this. In that case, you cannot use this formula because this formula is for a constant rate of interest. If the rate of interest is changing, okay, for variable rates, okay, the formula will be amount is equal to P into 1 plus R1 by 100. R1 means rate for the first year, okay. Then for the second year there will be different rate. 1 plus R2 by 100. R2 means rate of interest for the second year. 1 plus R3 by 100. R3 means rate of interest for the third year. In this way it can continue for any number of years, okay. So I am putting dot dot dot, means it can continue. Suppose 5 years, different 5 different rates of interest. Then amount will be P into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100 into 1 plus R4 by 100 into 1 plus R5 by 100. So in this way it can continue. So these are two formulas. If you remember this, you can easily get this. Okay. Also you can find the formula for compound interest as I had found here. Okay. So this is the only formula that you have to remember in this whole chapter. Now let us go to problems, solving problems based on this formula. When question from compound interest will come in the exam, you will not be asked to find the answer using formula or without using formula. It will not be mentioned in the question. So you are free to choose. You may find the answer without using formula, you may find the answer using formula. I will advise you to find the answer or to solve using formula because it gives you the answer in a very simple and faster way. Okay, so let us solve some problems. Calculate the compound interest accrued, means collected, on rupees 6,000. Okay, principal is equal to rupees 6,000 in 3 years. N is equal to 3 years. Okay, and the rates of interest are 5%, 8%, 10%, different rates of interest. Okay, R1 is 5%, R2 is 8%, R3 is 10% given. Okay, so there are three different rates of interest. We have been asked to find the compound interest. Okay, I told you not to use the formula for compound interest. Simply you can go for the amount. Although amount is not asked, calculate the amount, then you can easily get the compound interest. Let us find the amount using the formula. So A is equal to P into 1 plus R1 by 100, 1 plus R2 by 100, 1 plus R3 by 100. 3 years, 3 different rates. So I have used this formula. Okay. Now let us simply put values. What is P? 6000. Okay. 1 plus what is R1? Height by 100. R2 is 1 plus 8 by 100. R3 is 10. 1 plus 10 by 100. This is equal to 6000 into 105 by 100. This is 108 by 100. This is 110 by 100. Now simply simplify. Okay. Suppose 0, 0 cancel. 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 cancel. Okay. Then 5 20 is 100. 5 21 is 21 25. 2 10 is 20. 2 3 is 6. So 3 into 21 into 108 into 11 by 10. Okay. I can further simplify 10, but I will get 5. So it is better to keep 10 because it is very easy to divide by 10. Okay. So let us multiply 3, 21, 108 and 11. Okay. So 21 into 3 is 63. 63 into 11. Okay. 63 into 11 are 3, 9, 693. Okay. 63 into 11 is 693. Then 108. 108. 24. 72, 74. 7. 40 plus 7. 55. 0, 0, 0. Then 6, 9, 3. 4, 4, 8. Okay. 7, 4, 8, 4, 4. Okay. Which is equal to 7, 4, 8, 4, 4 by 10. So here I am putting the decimal. Okay. So 7,484 rupees and 40 paise. This is the amount. Now let us go for compound interest. I told you that you don't need to use formula for compound interest. Simply find the amount, then you will get the compound interest. So CI is equal to amount minus principal. Amount is 7484.40 minus 6000, which will give you 1484.40. So compound interest is equal to 1484 rupees and 40 paise. Okay. So this is one example. Let us go for another example. Next example, finding the sum. Okay, in this example, amount had been asked. Next example, sum is asked, amount is given. Okay, find the sum on which, sorry, compound interest is given. P has been asked. Okay, P has been asked. Time is 3 years. Time is 3 years. Rate is 10%. Constant per annum. And compound interest is rupees 1655. Okay, compound interest is given and we have been asked to find principal. Okay, so we need compound interest. but I have told you not to use the formula for compound interest. Okay, simply find amount, then get the compound interest. So amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n, because constant rate. Okay, so the original formula P we don't know, we will find 1 plus rate is 10 by 100 time is 3. P into 110 by 100 power 3. So 0 0 cancel. Okay, 11 by 10 whole power 3. 11 cube is 1331. 1331. Okay, by 10 cube is 1000. 11 cube is 1331, 10 cube is 1000. So amount is 1331 P by 1000. Now let us go for compound interest. Amount minus principal. Amount is 1331 P by 1000 minus P. Okay, this is principal. So this will be, on taking LCM, you will get 331 P by 1000. Okay, this is the compound interest, and this is equal to 1655. Okay, so on equating we will get P. So 331 P by 1000 is 1655. So P is equal to 1655 into 1000 by 331. 331 into 5 is 1655. We can check. 5 1 is 5, 5 3 is 15, 1, 5 3 is 15 plus 1, 16. Okay, so 5 into 1000, which is rupees 5000. Okay, so this is the principal. This is another example. Now let us move to another example. This time we will find rate of interest. Here we have been asked to find principal. Next we have been asked to find rate of interest. Okay. One formula will give you everything. Okay, amount, principal, rate of interest, time, everything. Okay. So at what rate of interest per annum principal is given 6000. Okay, rate is asked. Okay, then amount 2 means amount is equal to rupees 6615. Okay, 6615, n is 2 years. Okay, everything is given, simply rate you have been asked. We can use the formula and get the rate of interest. Let us use the formula. P into 1 plus R by 100 power n is amount. This is the formula. Okay, so 6000, 1 plus R we don't know, power n is 2, amount is 6615 given. Okay, so on taking LCM inside the bracket, we will get 100 plus R by 100 power 2. Don't open the bracket. Take this 6000 here to the right. Okay, so 6615 by 6000. Here it was product, so here it will be divided. Okay, now let us simplify this one. I am dividing by 5. Okay, 5 to the 60, 5 1 the 5, 5 to the 15, 5 to the 10, 5 to the 15. This is divisible by 3, 3 4 the 12, and 3 4 the 12, 3 4 the 12, 3 4 the 12, 441. Okay, so 100 plus R by 100 power 2. This is 21 by 20 whole square. 21 by 20 whole square. Okay, you can see the powers are same. In indices we have studied. Okay, in indices we have studied if a power m is equal to b power m, okay, if a power m is equal to b power m, then we can say a is equal to b. Same power then same base, same base then same power. Here powers are same, so we can equate the bases. We can say 100 plus r by 100 is equal to 21 by 20. Okay, send this 100 right side. 100 plus r is equal to 21 by 20 into 100. Okay, 20 into 5 is 100. 100 plus r is 105. 21 into 5, 105. So r is equal to 5% per annum. Okay. So the single formula is giving all the answers: amount, principal, then we got a rate of interest. Now suppose we will have time. We have been asked to find time. Okay. In how many years will it be 7,000? P is rupees 7,000. Amount is given rupees 9317. 9317. R is 10% per annum. Okay. N has been asked. Number of years has been asked. Use the same formula. P into 1 plus R by 100 power n is amount. P is 7,000. Okay. 1 plus 10 by 100. Rate is 10. N we don't know. Amount is 9317. Okay. Send this here. 1 plus 10 by 100 means 100 plus 10 by 100. Power n we don't know. 9317 by 7,000. I think this is divisible by 7. Let us try. Divisible by 7. Okay. 1000 1 3 3 1. Okay. Now this is 110 by 100. 0 0 cancel, so 11 by 10. Okay. So this is 11 by 10 power n, and this is 11 by 10 power 3. Okay. Now base same, power will be same. N is equal to 3 years. Okay. Because we have the concept in indices. If a power m is equal to a power m, means if base are same. Okay. Then power will be same. Power will be same. So n is equal to 3 years. Okay. Now let us move to the last example of this part. Find the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Compound interest and simple interest. Okay. On rupees 8,000, P is equal to rupees 8,000. Time is 2 years. Okay. R is 5% per annum. You have to find the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Okay. First, let us go for simple interest. Principal is 8,000. Rate is 5%. Time is 2 years. By 100. Okay. 5 into 2 is 10. So 80 into 10 is rupees 800. We got simple interest is equal to rupees 800. Okay. Now let us go for compound interest. Let us find amount in compound interest. P into 1 plus R by 100 power n, principal is 8000, 1 plus rate is 5% by 100, time is 2 years. 8000 into, this is 105 by 100. Okay, power 2 means 2 times you have to multiply. So this is 105 by 100 into 105 by 100. Okay, so 302010 cancel. Then 2 4 ja 8, 2 5 ja 10, 5 21 ja 105. So we have to multiply 4, 105 and 21, which is equal to 105 into 4 is 420, 420 into 21. So 42, 21, 441 into 2, 882. 882. So amount is in rupees 8,820 rupees. Okay. So compound interest will be amount minus principal. So 8820 minus 8,000, which gives you rupees 820. Okay. So this is the compound interest at the same rate for the same time. I told you in the previous chapter, compound interest without using formula, that for a specific period of time, for a given principal, for the same rate of interest, compound interest is always more than the simple interest. As you can see, 820, 800 more. So difference is equal to CI minus SI. CI minus SI. Okay. So 820 minus 800 is equal to rupees 20. Okay. So difference is rupees 20. We have one shortcut for this question, but that shortcut formula is applicable only for such question, difference between compound interest and simple interest. Okay, and that too for time only for 2 years. It is not applicable for time 3 years or 4 years, only for 2 years, and fixed rate of interest, and that too yearly, annually. Okay, the shortcut is you can write this difference between CI and SI in 2 years, only for 2 years. This formula is applicable for 2 years only. Is equal to P r square by 10,000. Okay, P r square by 10,000, which is equal to principal is 8,000, rate is 5, as you can see. So 5 square is 25 by 10,000. Okay, cancel. 5 to the 10, 5 to the 25, 2 4 rupees 20. Okay, so in the exam, or if you get any question related to this difference between CI and SI for 2 years for a given principal, fixed rate of interest annually, you can use this formula E r square by 10,000. Okay, directly you get the answer. You don't need to do like this. Okay, this is very lengthy. This is a shortcut. Okay, so this is the end of part 1. Thank you for watching.